Hey friends, it's John Hart back with episode 2 of Cracking the Code. If you watched episode 1, you're going to notice that I had the same background and I got the same shirt on. It's because I'm recording this video on the same night. I just wanted to do 2 episodes in the same night or morning. I don't have my watch on. I keep looking at my wrist. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning, 4:30 in the morning. And I want to talk to you guys on this episode in my same shirt about educating the people who are making decisions on your behalf or on behalf of your children, and they're messing it up. They're making bad decisions. I was going to use a different word, but they're messing it up. They're messing it up because they're not educated on what's going on in the world of psychology. You see, when you deal with situations of parental alienation, an attachment bond issue, emotional cutoff between you and your kids, an unjustified rejection of you by your children, you're dealing with something that involves psychology. You can fix the issue. Clinical psychologists can fix the issue. The problem is there's no incentive for them to fix the issue. And I'm going to give you a quick analogy. I fly airplanes for a living. I am a career pilot. I'm an airline transport pilot with over 10,000, well, by the end of this year, it'll be 11,000 hours. We are required not just to know the airplane and how it flies and what the aircraft's restrictions or limitations or capabilities are and have a general knowledge of the systems. We're required to know about weather. W-E-A-T-H-E-R, weather. Clouds, the rain, thunderstorms, icing, especially icing. We are required to know and recognize what the indicators are of a person who gets onto the airplane that may or may not be intoxicated. I have to know what somebody looks like when they get on the airplane in terms of how they react to alcohol or whether or not they are going to be a threat to the flight. We have to have training on threats and terrorism and do background stuff from the dispatch side. And I also have to know, and we receive training on it, on human trafficking. Are these kids that are on this flight going with this adult willfully? Are they being protected? Is that the mom or the dad? The general flying public has no idea the amount of training that goes in to being a pilot on an aircraft in commerce. The amount of training that we receive is insane, and we generally go to school 2 times a year, and we got to get medicals after 40 twice a year, every 6 months. So if we take that construct and we apply it to the family court system, you see a huge divergence of training. When you are in family court, you are more than likely, outside of divorce, say you have a child custody matter, it's more than likely a protection matter. Maybe it's custody, and you and your ex-wife or you and your ex-husband, you guys got divorced, you couldn't get along, he cheated, you cheated, he's an asshole, she's an asshole. That's not what we're talking about today. What we have to understand is that the people in the realm or within the realm of custody matters are generally not properly trained or educated or have any experience in the realm of adolescent or child psychology. It sucks. It would be like bringing your car that has an engine problem to the brake and tire shop. They might be great at putting on new tires and changing your brakes, but they're not engine people. You got to bring your car to an ACE certified technician, for example, that understands the engine. The problem in family courts is that you have people making decisions, and I'm being repetitive, but I'm driving home a point. You got people in family court, guardians ad litem, social investigators, and custody evaluators, and judges, and attorneys. Those are all of them. Making decisions about a matter that is a psychology matter, not a legal matter, that is affecting the outcome of your situation. They don't know any better because they went to law school. They got a Juris Doctorate degree. They passed the bar in the state that they're litigating in. They don't know it any better. What we have to do is advocate for better training. But even then, I'm not naive, folks. Even then, after you do that, these people don't desire to fix the problem. The problem not being fixed fills their pockets. They don't desire to fix the problem because conflict resolution does not generate revenue. So in my last video, I talked to you about non-participation, but I didn't get into this topic. Well, not so much. And it's because a problem as easy as this is to fix can't possibly be fixed because the people that I'm attempting to educate and bring to the table and say, hey, this is what's in the best interest of the children, are not interested in what's in the best interest of the children. They are interested in conflict continuation. Conflict resolution doesn't generate revenue. That's what you have to understand. Conflict resolution does not generate revenue. Because once the problem is solved, nobody's paying any money. But what if the problem's not solved, it's not going to be solved, and you're not paying any money? You're not filling the coffers of the family court system. What happens then? You, by yourself, in your own case, are not going to fix the problem tomorrow or the next day. But when 1, 2, 3 million of us step up and say, we're not participating, that's how you fix the problem. This is a little bit of a shorter video than I had before on episode 1. This is episode 2. Stop participating in the problem. The judges, the attorneys, the guardians ad litem, the court evaluators, the forensic psychologists, they're all a failed experiment. There's no interest to fix a problem. There's not. Your situation might be a little bit different from mine. Mine is different from yours. And mine is different from you, ma'am, sitting in Idaho watching this. It's different from yours too. We all have to attack the problem together. It's about education, advocacy, understanding what is best for the child, not what is best for the financial coffers and pockets of the litigators, the guardians ad litem, the child custody evaluators, or the social investigators, or the forensic psychologists. We need a clinical psychologist, clinical diagnostic assessment. These are the things that we need in family court. There's just no money there. Clinical psychologists don't want to touch family court with a 10-foot pole. It's too litigious. It's too risky. Don't do it. They don't do it. So how do we move on as a group of moms and dads that only want to see our kids? Keep fighting to have your children in your lives, but stop participating in the family court racket here in the United States. If I could die tomorrow knowing that my messages have been heard and I put $1 billion dent in this system, I'll die in peace. I love you guys. Take care. Enjoy your day. Bye-bye.